Good afternoon. Welcome to the Tori Donald Show with your host, Tori Donald. And today I have the fabulous, the amazing, the woman of all trades, Miss Lakia White today. And we're going to talk about all things Lakia. And first, we're going to talk about good mornings with Nneka White. So Lakia, welcome to the show and thank you
Hello.
for coming.
I know, it's so amazing.
I would like to know about your amazing show, Good Morning with Enika. From what I have seen is like little short videos of motivation for the day for your friends, family, or just anybody who stumbles upon it. So please tell us about it.
Well, as she says, my name is Nneka White. I do have the show Good Morning with me. Yes, Tori, it is a motivational YouTube channel to help just uplift people early in the morning, like when they're getting up and going to work, fixing their coffee, just giving them a little insight on some positive things that they can, do, like when you wake up in the morning. Talk to yourself, hey, today is going to be a good day. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Don't let the devil get you down. And that's even in a woman, a man, teenager, kids, going to school, going to work, even going to the grocery stores, the mailbox. Okay. So by saying that, as you can see, my picture, my name, Enika, is actually Nakaya.
Oh, cool.
My name was originally and is from Nigeria. When my mother was in labor with me, a Nigerian nurse named me. And he was from Nigeria. He had just got to the United States and was my mom's nurse. And on January the 10th of 1981, it was snowing so bad that the snow was covering the windows to the third floor of the hospital. And it was 10 of us babies that was born that day. Only 3 of us survived due to the delivery process, like, trying to pull the baby out and, pop their heads, broke their neck, just like this dysfunction stuff. So I was one of the 3 that survived, but he named me. And so my name is in Nakaya in Nigerian and is in Nika in America with the accent in over the second accent mark over the second end. But I am not from there. Mm-hmm. My ancestors, came from over in that area, but I am in Oklahoma. And I think it's just so neat to know your roots and to know where you come from, but also in a spiritual aspect of never forget who you are, never forget where you come from. Don't never be ashamed to let the world know, hey, I am this person. I am loved. If you don't love me, I'm going to love myself anyway.
So since you got like your name from a Nigerian doctor, they usually pick names that have like a meaning to them whenever before the child is born or when they know the child is coming. So have you figured out like the meaning of your name later on or?
Yes, I did. Enika means God is great. Lakia, right. And Lakia is that meaning in Nigeria is mother is great. So yeah.
So that's like it's full circle for you because you are a mother of 4.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thank you.
You are a really good mom. You give like great advice. Me and Jamarian are like, dang, like I didn't even think that advice was for me, but
right. Like,
I'm gonna take that and run with it. Like she is a great mother, so that's cool to figure out today. Breaking news, what Lakia means. And guess what, guys? Another cool fact about Lakia, while we're on the topic of family and her heritage and background, she is from Enid, Oklahoma. And like she said, she still resides in Oklahoma, where the money reside. Where the money reside, hey, okay? That's where the money resides.
Them coins.
Everything. She is, speaking of Jamarian, she is the co-host of The Truth About the Past.
Correct.
Jamarian Woodard.
Yes.
She's a wonderful mother for, like I said before, she's married 20 years, people.
20.
He's taken. She's off the market.
Off.
And a fun fact about Lakia is that she is related to the amazing Alex Haley of The Roots. Like, that's an iconic movie with a bunch of series and the Women of Brewster's Place. So she comes from a lineage of historians, and she happens to be a historian. Also, she runs some wonderful Facebook fan pages too that follow the history of our, legendary musicians like Ike Turner, the Global Ike and Tina fan page, the 70s Supremes, which is awesome because they seem to get overlooked out of the 60s Supremes. So that's cool. She always thinks about the people that are left out and get overlooked. So she's all about that. And I enjoy Good Mornings with Nneka White. Also, guess what, guys? She has another cool show that I really like, and that's really cool. I like books, and I get distracted easily. So Lakia solved an issue to everybody's problem. She's like, I'm going to review these books, break it down without giving out all the chapters.
Too much yeah.
And then I'm a, snap, flip it back on y'all and review the author. But guess what, guys? You got to subscribe to listen to the exclusive.
Yes, most definitely.
But she does get a hold of the actual people and talk to them, and they break it down for her. So
it does.
Lakia, tell us how the birth of the tea teacher, like, that is amazing. Like, how did the tea teacher come about?
Well, I like tea. So I like tea and I like talking. So, just not to throw no shade on nobody else, not take no sides, but just give out my opinion on what I see and what I research. And, it's, I don't know, I just like being on camera. so, as being a kid, my teacher always used to say to my mom, Miss Haley, Nika is a wonderful student. She good grades. She's respectful, but she's in everybody else's business. So I'm just trying to give help. What help is supposed to be given. And so that's what I do. But I do want to mention real quick about my Good Morning with me. Everybody tries to find their lineage and where they come from and where they at, where they fit at, and their bloodline and things like that. And so on my dad's side of the family, we found out that my grandmother, doll baby, is mixed. She is Indian.
Oh, cool.
And back then, blacks wasn't the only slaves. There were Indian slaves. So my grandmother and her sisters and my great grandmother were back in that slave era time when she was a slave. My dad's side of the family, my grandpa, he was a pure white man. And very, very unique, very unique. His family is from England. So I had that on my dad's side. When they came over to the United States, where there is Oklahoma City now, that was not an Oklahoma City, but he came over here and went there and he joined the army. So he was in the wars.
What was it originally called before Oklahoma City?
I think it was just city. Like a country area. Yeah.
That's cool. They're like, just add Oklahoma later.
Right. Where are you going to the city? Okay. What city? I don't know. But it was just a city. But we had an amazing family reunion, learning our history on our dad's side. I have a great aunt. Yes. That is 102. So I love her to death, sweet as she can be. My mother's side, my mom's mom is a full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Her mother was full-blooded Cherokee Indian. My grandfather was not. He was just black, but had Indian in him, but just pure black. My grandfather's side was brought in on a slave ship with the ring around their necks and the chains that go from throat to throat. They was brought in through the Mississippi Channel from Aquila, Mississippi. So that's where my grandfather was brought in. He was an actual slave. My grandmother, like I said, she was full-blooded Cherokee Indian. My great-grandmother was blonde hair, blue eyes, but she was Black, and she passed for being white for 30 years. No one ever knew. So it was kind of strange, finding your history and knowing your lineage, like where you fit in the world. Mm-hmm. So that's really what got me doing the Good Morning, is letting everybody know, hey, it's not, no matter what you look like, how you feel, you be fat, short, skinny, tall, round, freckles, burned, missing limbs, knowing that you are somebody and that we all love you regardless. And you love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, you're messed up.
That is true. And guess what, guys? Lakia is very educated. She has 4 degrees. She has an associate's in criminal justice, business administration, and a master's and a bachelor's in business administration. So I see you're all about the business.
You got to. That's what this world's coming into, is straight business and electronics. So if you don't know your business, you're stuck.
So what gravitated you towards your business administration degree in criminal justice?
Well, at first I wasn't going back to school. In high school, I had 2 full scholarship rides, one on math and then another one on track. But I was like, I'm done with school. I don't want to see no more school. I was finished. So I didn't go on my scholarships, which I should have done. But my husband, Timothy White, love of my life, said, won't you try to going back to school? You have business, because I took business in VOTEC, vocational school. And I said, well, I'm going to be a CEO. I wanted to own my own business. Mm-hmm. And so I went to the NOC, that's Northern Oklahoma College. Campuses are Stillwater, Enid, and Tonkawa. And so I went. And I loved it. It was amazing. It was fun to do the accounting. You got a little bit of micro and macroeconomics. You have all types of math. And I was like, wow, it was fun.
So is it hard to learn all the accounting and different types of math, or were you always a numbers person?
It wasn't. I was very smart in school. I just played around. I didn't want to do it. But when I got to college, it was more free. Yeah. You wasn't mostly tied down. It was free. So it came to me. Now, what was hard, and I cried many a nights, is the Spanish. But I passed that class with a B.
That's cool.
Can I speak it? No.
No.
I just learned it for the class.
Can you say the basic stuff if you need to get around or get a few things?
I can say the basic things, and I can say the months and months and the time and fruit and pencil, that small stuff. When it speaks in paragraphs, no.
He's like, no, sorry.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Mi casa es tu casa.
Hey, my house is your house.
This land is made for you and me.
Right. But we still ain't got our land yet, but we ain't got that 40 acres of no mule.
I think you're just a really interesting person. So I am interested in knowing what's your hobbies outside of interviewing?
My hobbies is my family, for number one, even though they're getting old. Like I said, like Tori said, I have 4 children. I have 3 sons and 1 daughter. My oldest is already out the house and got his own family. I am another grandma. Yay! To a little boy, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. Then we have our second son. He's 20. He's out the house, on their new journey to life, becoming the men that they're supposed to be. Our daughter is 18.
Oh,
my little girl. Yes. So she's growing up into her own little, little group of friends and stuff, a little stank attitude like a mama, And then our youngest son, he'll be 17. And so, it's just now that they're leaving the nest, my hobbies was them, and it still is a little bit, but mostly spending time with my husband. Mm-hmm. I love outdoors. as y'all can see. I like crochet a lot. I have done a lot of crocheting quilts, afghans, and all that. So I love doing that.
Do you sell
and just talking? No, not really.
Lakia. Oh my God, I would love to see a Lakia design with like a crochet top or a crochet dress, because I feel like you can whip up a whole outfit and people like, hey, the tea teacher exclusive.
I might have to. Matter of fact, you gave me a good idea. So I didn't do it this morning. So y'all forgive me. I didn't wake up. I had other things I had to do this morning to give out an inspiration. But tomorrow, you can catch me giving out an inspiration. But when I do, at the end of my inspiration tomorrow, I will show you one of my original afghans that I made.
That is super cool. Did you make?
I made this in 2000. Each one of our kids have an afghan that I did for them when they was babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you make one for your grandson?
No, it's in the process. I got to find out what colors his mom and my son likes, and I'll go from there and make it. But I got that ideas from our mother, Wanda Faye Haley, may she rest in peace. She taught me and my sister that to crochet. And so we just took off with it. And matter of fact, our kids know how to crochet.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a family trait that I, want to pass down to all of my grandchildren, not the boys. Y'all boys got them Tonka trucks, but the girls, to pass that down.
You're not going to teach any like classes? Because that'll be interesting. I always see crochet books in the library and I would never pick it up because I'm like, I ain't got the time.
It's an easy thing to learn, but knowing me with my patience and just not up there, like down here, I probably could teach someone. I taught my niece how to do it over a weekend. I would love to start teaching a class. So that might be the next idea of me doing. Yeah.
Lakia, you're a designer and everything.
See my little turban? Y'all, I had a skirt. Let me go and let y'all know. My niece, Brianna Montrese Johnson, and Kiana Renee Johnson, my other niece, they do turbans, like head wraps. And so I had an old skirt that I couldn't fit. Well, I could fit, but it was too long, like dragged the ground. So I cut it in half and made me a head wrap today, y'all.
That's cute.
Thank you. Yeah.
How'd you make it? How'd you make it where you can like wrap it around and do different looks with it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Taking my turban off? No, I'm joking. You just get it long. You get it long enough to where you can tie it or braid it, and then you can make it as a big knot up here, or you can make it on the side, or you can do the fluff. Let me put my camera back. You can do like the fluff leaf like you do on a rose to make it look like a rose. So different kind of designs you can make it.
Ooh, you're fancy.
My hair is in braids, so I'm not letting nobody see that,
Oh, and guess what, guys? Lakia is an amazing hairstylist as well. She's always coming to us in the videos with like cool hairstyles, and I like when she wears her curly afros. I like how fluffy it gets.
Well, thank you.
It's cute. Who are your top 5 people that keep you going?
My mother has to be, first of all, it's God, because in all things I give praise and honor to God above, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. And that's no jokes. That's all jokes aside. Everybody, hey. But secondly, my mom, even though she's not here with us, my mom was a character, best believe, but the morals and the home training that she put in me and my sister was out of this world. My mother was a single mom. My dad was there, but he was a Rolling Stone. So my mother raised 3 kids by herself. My older brother, rest in peace, Richard LaDon Haley. But she raised 3 kids by herself. She worked 2 jobs. She did it all herself without complaining, without fussing. She did it because she knew she had to. And she instilled in us, no matter what we go through in life, we have to have an education. We got to be on top of our game. So even though she was in that era where picking cotton and chopping corn and all that mess, she got to the 12th grade but didn't finish because my grandfather then put them out of school so they could finish sharecropping. So we went beyond that. My brother did a year of college. We all graduated from high school. We never had no babies in school. So my sister got an associate's in college and business. And so then I went beyond her. The third person would be my husband, Timothy White. He's an amazing man, more than anyone would ever know. He just, I don't know. Little quick story real quick on how we met. I saw him at my job one day, he walked in, I was like, oh, and I guess I didn't think he saw me, but he did. And he found out where I stayed because I had just moved down here and heard a knock at the door. And at that time, my hair was down to my butt. My hair was real long. And my real hair, y'all. And so I opened the door and there he was just smiling and cheesing. And we've been together ever since. My fourth person is my sister, my rock, my stone. We done been through things together. She has been through a lot of storms in her life, but yet she's still standing, still got a smile on her face. And my fifth, I have to say my grandma, Catherine. My grandma, Catherine, my mama's mom. Back in those days, having all those children, my God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my Lord. Feeding all them kids, having to watch all them kids and everything, comb their hair and stuff, and just knowing that I got all these babies and my body ain't going to look the same. But, I come from on both sides from strong women that didn't depend on nobody, that did things for themselves, that stood strong in what they believed in and stood up for the rights.
Who has been your favorite person that is of high status that you have interviewed that you never thought you'll be sitting in front of a camera interviewing?
Shelley Clark White from the Honeycomb. I seen them as a kid, doing the Honeycomb, one as. And I'm like, man, and when I got older, me and my friend Jamarian, my Truth About the Past, and he was like, we should interview Shelley Clark White. And my husband is a true fan of Verdine White from the Earth, Wind, and Fire group. And I found out that was his wife. And so when we interviewed her, she came on camera, I just smiled. But inside, I was like, oh, snap. I am in the camera with Shelley Clark White, one of the ex-IGATs and a member of the Honeycomb. Y'all, I was livid. It was some atrocity.
That was your starstruck moment? You're like,
I was starstruck. I saw stars in my eyes, and her aura and her personality was so, so, so sweet. People become friends with celebrities because of clout, because of the fame and the money, and how can I see myself rising if I'm friends with them? But that's not how I felt. My aura connected with her aura, and I just fell in love with the lady. Like, she's like my aunt. She's my auntie Shelley, I'm just one in the family. Hey, my Uncle Verdine, y'all. And it's just sweet, their love story. But that was my most famous one. I was like, oh my God, are y'all serious? Do y'all not know? What? Yeah.
Where do you see the futures of your talk shows? The Tea Teacher, Good Mornings with Enika.
I'm seeing them going actually with interviews like on talk show, TV show interviews. I want to. My great friend Queenie Turner, she's the cousin of the late legendary Ike Turner. And I want to be on her show. I want to be at the round table. I want to see me on the talk show called The View. Okay. Yes. I want to be on there. I want to be like, hey, Tori, hey, Jamarian. I want to see myself go higher. And eventually I'm going to do a podcast for the Good Morning with Enika, to where that will be straight interviews, live interviews with celebrities, with authors, with doctors, with psychologists.
Is there any way that the viewers can donate starting now to get you up and running for these wonderful interviews?
Hey, just go to my channel, to my Good Morning with Enika channel. I don't have my Cash App on this YouTube channel, but my Cash App is $ capital N capital L capital W number 6. Go drop a donation, show me some love, support me for some more exclusive interviews, and just tea on my tea teacher one. When we get to that episode, I will let y'all know how y'all can become a subscriber, a permanent member to that amazing family. Just show me some love. I always say is, if I support you, support me. If it's just subscribing to my Good Morning with Enika, letting me know that, hey, send me a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, donate if you are willing and able and can. Donate to it. Donate to that.
Yes, but she already has 87 sponsors, and she's on Spotify. So I know there's a lot of Spotify listeners, so subscribe there.
Subscribe.
Breaker,
and podcast, Pocket Podcast.
Pocket, okay.
And Google Podcast. And I am also on Radio Public.
Ooh, now we need to get you on Radio 1 and Sirius XM. So we can get you on there. Because I don't even have Sirius XM, but I know it's exclusive, but I will break the bank to listen to Lakia White. But yeah, go on. Oh yeah, Anchor. I always forget Anchor.
Anchor, don't never. Anchor's always, it's Anchor. Whereas Anchor is wonderful. Go test out, go look at Anchor. Anchor is free, and they will distribute your episodes to different sponsors. So go check them out, download on your Google app. They're wonderful people.
What apps do you use most frequently where your viewers can communicate with you? No problem.
What you mean?
Like if they have a request for a future guest, or if they have something they want to promote, how would they reach out to you?
You can, if you have Facebook, look me up as Lakia White on Facebook. Send me a PM, or you can hit me up on Instagram, which is Sugar Mama. I know, right? Sugar. But Sugar Mama on Instagram. You can also hit me up on my emails if you prefer that. It is Lakia White 06 @gmail.com or Enika White 40 @gmail.com.
I will also put this in the descriptions of the videos so y'all can keep up with Lakia, okay? Because the Kardashians are not the only one y'all gonna keep up with. Y'all be keeping up with Lakia White after today. And I am so happy that you allowed me to interview you. And this is so fun. So do you have any shout outs or last words for the people out there?
Just want to give a shout out to my girl, Tori Donald, okay? Jamarian Woodard, Shelly Clark White, Mia Turner, Tawanda Turner, Jack James, also my sister, Katina White, my husband and family. That's the White family. Whoop, 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 whoop. And the Haley family. Just each and every one. Love y'all so much. And if I didn't call your name, hey, check it out next time.
And guys, I just want to thank y'all for watching the pilot episode of the Tori Donald Show. I want to thank Lakia for being the first and most gracious and fabulous always host and guest with the mostest, hostess with the mostest. Hey. I just want to thank you for being here. I want to thank y'all for watching the pilot episode.
Hey, go check it out.
Yeah, and if y'all want to see more, just leave a comment down below. Hit me up on Instagram, Tori Donald. 25. Yeah, if you need to reach me, I'm here. YouTube,
hey, call her up.
Right. Tori Donald 25 on Instagram. And as always, I want to thank Lakia for being that girl, that woman, every woman for being on the show. This is really fun. So if you really like this episode, please like, subscribe, make a comment, share with your friends, support Lakia. And I'm going to have all her information in the description down below. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Happy Thursday, Friday. Oh, we need to do a screenshot, a little thumbnail. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching.
Bye.